Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today I have 3 teams for you for the Thief class event. One of my favorite classes in the game. 50% start, Purple Storm, Instant Kill, Goblins. You know, good class, I like it. Gonna do low level first, then we'll do mid, then we'll do high. I like this new Glory Shop troop too, Murk Lurk and Durk. I think it's one of the best ones we've gotten, definitely in 2025. I mean, you know, but hey, recently. So pretty cool. I'm using it in the first team here, the low-level team. Go to the Glory Shop and get yourself a Murk, Lurk, and Durk. You got the Norbert's Turnip, which is in the Soul Forge right now, and then you got Goblins, which you should already have, or, you know, throw some event keys. Zajan's a good time to throw event keys anyway. All right, I got Norbert's Turnip, Murk, Lurk, and Durk, Fundingus, and Rogueling. So can't really count on Murk, Lurk, and Durk to do the damage. So, you know, Norbert's Turnip's doing damage. And then I wanted something else that wasn't, you know, Rogueling uses purple. It does damage to multiple enemies. I'm doing epic and under, so had to do Rogueling there, I feel. Because Hobgoblin is red and green, Fundingus is red and green. I need Fundingus to blow up the wish gems there that Murk, Lurk, and Durk is putting on the board. So just is what it is. I went with Rogueling. Did pretty good, though. I like this team. In fact, I like my mid-level team probably the best. Then I like my low-level team. I don't even like my high-level team that much. But, hey, use my mid-level team if you're high-level, maybe. Oh, the high-level's good, too, though. Anyway, so here what you're going to want to do is get up your Norbert's Turnip. Match some brown or yellow. Get it up. Cast it. It'll get up everything else. It puts a bunch of green and red on the board. It doesn't use either one of those colors. We're using Thief class. Everything on our team is Goblin, so we're putting a bunch of red and green up there. And even if we don't get an extra turn, Norbert's Turnip has an automatic extra turn anyway. So what I wanted to do is make sure I have Fundingus up before I cast Murk, Lurk, and Durk. So we cast, you know, you make sure you have them both up. And then you cast Murk, Lurk, and Durk. It puts the Wish Gems on the board. You explode them with the Fundingus. You just keep getting extra turns with everything you're doing. You cast your Rogueling when you're ready to do some damage. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. You'll get the hang of it. Get your class event done. Thief's a good one anyway if you want to level it up a little bit. I'm using Thief, I think, on all these teams, I think. So you'll get double. You get class experience for doing the fights, and then you're going to get class experience for getting the rewards of the class event. And most people here are going to do it for free. You're going to do the class. I'm doing this in Galvania on difficulty 6, by the way, because I'm trying to get this out at reset, so it's not in the class event, but I'm trying to replicate it best I can. The restriction is Goblins from Zajan. If you know, that's what the restriction is for the class event. I know that ahead of time, so I did that. I restricted myself to that. And this was epic and under, so yeah, cast that Norbert's Turnip, get up everything else, and then make sure you cast, make sure you don't cast Murk, Lurk, and Durk unless you have Fundingus up, is what I was doing. Sometimes Murk, Lurk, and Durk will do some damage and kill some stuff. Norbert's Turnip does damage, and Rogueling does damage, and they all have extra turns. So throw them Wish Gems up on the board and blow them up. Do damage. All right, here's the mid-level team. This is probably my favorite. It's the old strategy of mana, you know, find troops that have a boost to a certain color mana and then use a weapon that uses that same color. So got the ruby weapon, which is probably the best weapon for doing damage in the game anyway. It is blue, red, and brown, so I went through all the troops. I looked at all their traits, and the only one that fit was Goblin Rocket, who boosts red. So it'll give you more red. Every time you match red, you're going to get extra red. And then I made myself have a +2 red banner. So every time I'm matching red, I'm getting something like an extra 5 red. On top of, you know, the 3. On top of if you get a mana surge and all that good stuff. So on top of the banner, too. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting tons of mana. Almost enough every single time to fill up the ruby weapon. So just match red. You know, most of the time it'll get it up. You cast it. You're going to win. This is a little bit more difficult. I'm still one-shotting, though, a lot of the time in difficulty 6. But I wanted, like, the point of the difficulty 6 is to make it to where I wasn't one-shotting every single time, so you could see kind of what the team was doing. But it's still kind of one-shotting. So Nisha Metals, I think I did Thief class again, but maybe not. No, I did Titan on this one, so I could have a Brown Storm. You know, a 50% start mostly is what I was going for. And then I wanted something that complemented the Ruby weapon, and Thief class wouldn't really complement it. So yeah, I went up Brown Storm, I went Titan class, 50% start, Ruby weapon, true damage to all enemies, also blows up a little bit of the board. Goblin Rocket literally only there for its trait, where it gives you a bonus to red matches. And hey, it can clean up some stuff too if you need it to. Goblin Rocket's a good troop. But just match red, get it up, cast it, blow them all away. But yeah, Thief is one of my favorite classes. I use it all the time, especially when I'm trying to loop on purple. I say it a bunch on my streams, but maybe some of y'all aren't watching my streams. Trying to put out these pre-recorded videos again, man. I'm getting back into it. It's going to pick up, hopefully. I'm not worried about it too much right now. I'm just trying to put the videos out, close my eyes, and if you want to help, hit that like. We've got a chatathon this Saturday. I'd really appreciate it. We need it, you know. We're having like an okay month, but the chatathon is definitely needed as well. So we can't have like a really crappy chatathon. But hey, if anybody wants to RSVP, that'd be cool. Glorfindel already donated $10, so we got an hour and a half to, you know, stack up some time. But you know how it goes with the chatathon. First hour's free, and then every hour after that is $20 an hour. So $5 for every 15 minutes, etc. You know, you can give as low as $1 though, and it definitely helps. Add some track in front of the train. All right, here my team is it's Norbert's Turnip, Gobtruffle, Flaming Oni, but they turned me into a beast on this fight, so just got unlucky there while I was recording. But yeah, this is the high level team because I'm using Flaming Oni, and that's really the only reason why it's the high level team. You could put something else there. You could do Fundingus instead of Flaming Oni, and it wouldn't be a high level team. But just to do something else, just to give you more options. Maybe you don't have the Ruby weapon, but you still want to do something slightly higher level. Maybe you do have Flaming Oni. It did pretty good. You know, get up the Norbert's Turnip, cast it. Do the bunch of red and green. I did Thief class on this one again. And, you know, Gobtruffle will bring in the green, and Flaming Oni will bring in the red. Everything on the team has an extra turn. The first 3 troops are putting green on the board, and the last troop is exploding green and getting extra turn. You know, everything extra turns. That's the whole thing. Goblins, extra turns, extra turns, extra turns. So make sure you're, you know, keeping it on your turn mostly. Gobtruffle does hit all enemies and get an extra turn. So I'd say for most of the class event, you know, just getting the 2 Gobtruffles up and casting them should wipe them all out. Even just 1 Gobtruffle early should wipe them all out. So yeah, that's what I went with. I feel like that's the way to go mostly, is if you have the Ruby weapon, definitely use it, because it's true damage to all enemies. And if you don't have the Ruby weapon, go with King Gobtruffle, because it does damage to all enemies, gets an extra turn, puts a bunch of green and brown on the board. Like, that's probably the smartest way to go, in my opinion, just to break it down, TLDR. Ruby weapon if you got it. If you don't, King Gobtruffle is what I would say for this. Also gonna maybe do a video about classes now that I have all my classes to 100. If you didn't know that, I recently got Nightweaver to 100, and I think I'm gonna go make an ultimate class video. So I don't know, just tell you which ones are the best, what I use each one for, and I don't know if I'm gonna be like ranking them from number 1 to number 38 or anything like that, but I think I'd rather go over it and let you know what the most useful classes are, which ones I use, which ones I leveled up last, which ones I leveled up first, how I leveled them up, like which one are you going to get up, you know, which one are you going to use first for what teams and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, Ruby weapon if you got it, King Gobtruffle if you don't. Flaming Oni's pretty good too. Murk Lurk and Durk's pretty good. Fundingus is pretty good. And that is the class event. Do it, get your 25 free gems, and move along. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Get about the channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.